What is up, guys? So, originally, this was going to be a live stream, but the YouTube did not want to work with me. So, we're going to do it this way. So, I have about 6 readings that people have asked of me, really 5, but I'm going to throw in a bonus one. And I thought, record it for fun because I am home by myself on Thanksgiving. I'm going to call it a tremendous tarot Thanksgiving. A tremendous tarot Thanksgiving. So I'm going to read the questions and the requests and do the readings. And we'll tag those that ask the question, especially in the descriptions of this video, hopefully, so you guys can see your reading. Instead of doing it just in the community, since there was enough to do a video for. So I'll go ahead and do about 5 or 6 of them today. So, like I said, I will read the question or the request and then do the rating. All right, so hail and blessings to you, great God of oracles, great Apollon. I thank you, great God, that you are with us and help us see today what we need to see, the advice that we need to be told, and may we listen to any advice given today. Hail and blessings to you, great God. And I also thank you, great gods, who are also with us, who we are asking a request of today. May we listen to your wisdom, great gods, as you are with us. And blessings to you, great gods. All right, so the first question or the first request I got says, I'm a Brazilian polytheism witch, inclined to a Hellenic polytheism, and a Themis devotee. I would like a spiritual guidance reading from her. All right, so that'll be the first one. So helen blesses you, great Themis, great goddess, and we thank you. And may we receive the message we need to hear. I always do 4, so there's 3. 4. Okay. So we're going to see what we got. So the 3, to make sure I'm turning it correctly, you have the past. I usually call it the past is Artemis in reverse. Artemis. Which is temperance. Then strength, which is Atlas. The Fool. Which is Pan. And interestingly enough, I'm going to actually read these the other way because I think these were turned upside down by accident. But you wanted one from Themis. There she is. So let's see. I'm going to check to make sure that these are not just upside down. And they are. So luckily for you, I don't really traditionally follow the upside down or reverse cards. So we'll see what it says in the upright position. So, just because I think I had them upside down to begin with. So, but again, it was interesting. You wanted advice from Themis, and there she is. So, what does Artemis have to say? So, Artemis is temperance. So, we will flip to temperance. All right, temperance. There she is. So, the advice for you, it says to take a moment to breathe in Artemis's calming presence, as her appearance in your life will help you to reach balance, patience, and moderation. If things have felt stressful or frantic, let her guiding light and steady aim help you find the middle path and the tranquility it brings. Artemis understood that finding balance was the key to harmony, and not only while she was hunting, but also while she was making sure to protect the game. Extremity is to be avoided, as you have the inner strength you need to remain patient and calm. Within your relationships, balance is also a key theme for this time in your life. So ensure you have a clear mind and a calm heart within love. Now is a good time to work on cooperative projects, bringing together diverse groups of people or things to find the right mix of talents, experiences, and abilities. So that is the past. Strength is what I always say is the present. So we'll see what strength is, which is Atlas. So let's see. Strength, there it is. So it takes a lot of strength and endurance and willpower to hold the heavens and sky aloft for eternity. So Atlas's presence in your reading conveys these features in your life at the moment. Stamina and persistence are in abundance, which can come through as a quiet inner power. You have the toughness to conquer your inner doubts or fears you may have. If there are any personal demons you need to conquer right now, it's the time to do it. If you have any wild ways you may need to balance and tame, then tame them. If you have been going through a period of stress, visit from the God of endurance as a reminder to persevere. Step up now and support any friends or loved ones who need your help, as you have the strength and abundance. And note that in order to take care of others, you must first take care of yourself. And then we have the Fool in the future position. All right, so we will flip to the Fool. Let's see, where are you? That's it. The Fool. So, you have reached the beginning of your journey, and Pan's wild spirit burns within you. There is an opportunity and potential ahead of the journey, and you are about to take your first steps into the unknown. In this new adventure, there is a calling to your channel Pan's free spirited nature and leave behind any fear, regret, or anxiety. So there is a leap of faith to be taken, but you're ready for it to step off the base of the earth and fly with the wild music. Release your inner child and the changing joys of Pan, and step into the unknown with a lively greeting for all the opportunities that await you. So this card in your reading can represent new relationships or opportunities to explore fresh experiences. Changes in your career or your life path may be appearing like an opening in the forest. So this is the perfect time to dance to Pan's music along with a new path. If you think that you are wild for dancing, treat them with love and compassion, for they are simply not able to hear the music. All right, interesting. So, like I said, for anyone that this reading is for, luckily it's on video, so you can always go back and listen to it again and try to decide what it means for you. So, but it's interesting. But the one I want to hear the most, because you called for Themis. And again, it's always interesting when this happens, when Themis or the god or goddess shows up in the reading in particular. So that is justice. So Themis is justice, the goddess of justice. So Themis is here to call for justice, truth, and the law. She is weighing and measuring you, calling you to account for your actions. If you have acted in alignment with yourself and for the greater good, she will judge you kindly. But if you have acted with dishonesty with judgment, with accordingly, let's see what this says actually. But if you have acted with dishonesty, your judgment will accordingly be made fairly. Themis's appearance serves as a warning to account for your actions. If you are currently seeking justice or the one who has been wronged, this is a sign that it will be served. It often appears when you need to make an important choice or go in search for the truth. Make sure you have been treating your partner or peers fairly, because you will reap what you sow, whatever the seed or field. Like the scales that Themis holds, make sure to balance your life, and especially in a work context. Work and life balance is important, and this is a reminder to pay attention to setting the scales right. So that is from Goddess Themis for you, my friend. So if this was you for your reading, like I said, definitely check out, go back and watch it, and see how it plays in your life. All right. So we got about 4 more. All right. So the next one is I am a Hellenic pagan focusing on Artemis and Apollo. I would please love a reading asking for guidance in dealing with Christmas and New Year's this year, as my dad passed away 5 months ago. Hail to you, great Apollon, and hail to your sister Artemis, for you watch over us, you guide us, great God and Goddess. You who guard the boys and the girls from youth, to rear us up to the way we should be. Hail and blessings to you as we honor you, great gods. And may you give us the advice that this person seeks. Hail to you, Apollon. Hail to you, Artemis. Let's see. All right. So, the card for the past is Iris, the Ten of Wands. The World, present is Gaia. Knight of Wands, Heracles. And the Tower, Poseidon. All right, so let's see what advice. So guidance in dealing with Christmas and New Year's this year, as your dad passed away 5 months ago, and I'm sorry to hear that. That touches me actually very personally, since my dad passed away in January. So it's rough, especially this time of year. So let's see what they have to say. So the Ten of Wands. So you feel no stranger to responsibility, and with it comes a kinship with the goddess Iris, one of the messengers to the Olympian gods. Iris is a sign there is a rainbow in sight at long last, that you have finally made it to where you strived. Even with her many colors shining bright, her tasks as a messenger keep her on her toes. And likewise, you may feel flooded with responsibility at the moment. Remember that Iris was not the sole messenger, and have a look to see where the workload can be shared. Make sure to enjoy the fruits of your labors and see the beauty in the world around you. So now that your dad's gone, it sounds like you've taken on a lot of responsibilities, possibly. And so remember that you have people to help share that burden and that load. So don't just carry things by yourself, is what I'm thinking it's saying. So there you go. And then the guidance is the world, which is Gaia, that you can see right here. So we're going to take a look at Gaia. Going to find Gaia. There she is. So after hardships endured and lessons learned, and with the world card with your reading, Gaia guides you. It is time to reap the rewards from the seeds you have sown. Loose ends need to be tied up or cut away. Mother Earth appearing means the world is at your fingertips, which could be in the literal sense, as the world is one of the travel cards. You may meet someone new while traveling, or someone who brings travel into your life. So it's a good time to stop and reflect upon the universal and global awareness, and to appreciate people and the cultures from across the world and the place within that tapestry. As with Gaia's creations of the earth and her beloved children, take pride in what you have achieved. It hasn't been easy to get here, and you have endured and you have made it. Perhaps you have realized a dream or completed a challenge. So make sure to stop and savor the moment, sharing the fruits of your hard work and the people who have helped you along the way to prove its own reward. So this card can also represent reaching your career goals and financial stability or rewards. So learn from Gaia's mistakes and her failed attempts to overthrow Zeus from power, and understand that now is not the time for risky gambles. So again, just hardships. And like I said, for your reading as well, definitely go back and listen to these and take what you will from these readings. So I would say just remember you have people to support you, even though it sounds like there's a lot of responsibility right now, it feels like. All right, and then the future is the Knight of Wands, which is Heracles. So we're going to check out what the Knight of Wands has to say. All right, let me turn that around so you can see it actually a little better. Let's see, Heracles. So when the bold, adventurous, and strong Heracles turns up in your hand, it is no wonder you are filled with a confidence and desire for adventure. You know that growth and expansion wait on the other side, and it's time to take calculated risks to complete new goals. So the card indicates a good time to travel in full health. So there may be a warning about haste, so it's important to take things at a pace by which you're able to think things through and achieve your goals without injury or complications. So I think you're going to pull through and make it. It's good to see Heracles in your future card. All right, and then finally, the Tower, which is not necessarily a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing, actually. So we're going to take a look and see what the Tower is. All right, the Tower. So like a crashing, turbulent sea in the brutal chaos of an earthquake, Poseidon enters your reading to warn you of change in the most radical and momentous way. This does not have to be an ominous prediction. However, a change is a normal part of life. So you may need to question long-held beliefs and be flexible and ever-moving as the ocean. Find fresh processes and ways of thinking, taking on the strength of Poseidon to make sure you grow from this, become a stronger, wiser, and more resilient with a new perspective on life. So just grow from your experiences. And like I said, it is rough losing your dad, especially around the holidays. But definitely go back and look at this reading again. It's a really good reading. I think it's a strong positive reading, saying you got this. You definitely got this. All right, so put this back in the middle. All right, so the next one says, I am a Christopagan and an eclectic witch with Hellenic beliefs. My main deities are Pan, Zeus, Gaia, and Hera. My sister passed away not long ago. I would love a reading from Aphrodite. So blessings, you great goddess. Helen, blessings, you great goddess of love. For without you, we wouldn't be here. You are the goddess of life and creation. Great goddess, that you are with us. For without you in the world, again, where would we be? We would not exist. So we thank you, great goddess, for all the help that you give us. Helen, blessings to you, great Aphrodite and Apollon, for helping in this reading today. All right. Okay. So, my friend, what is the reading for you today? For your past, you have Selene the Moon. For your present, you have the Ace of Swords, Chaos. Again, we're dealing with death and that. So the King of Swords, Cronus, is your future card. And Pan shows up as the overall card. So let's see what this means. So the moon is the first. So it's interesting that the major arcana have been showing up today since I've been doing these readings, and they don't really show up that often, so it's really cool. So let's see what the moon has to say. Selene, for the past. All right, so Selene. So when Selene appears in the sky, she signals that all is not as it seems. Fear and illusions may be clouding your vision at the moment, leaving you in a time of uncertainty. When this card appears in your reading, be wary, as you may find out later that you only know half the information needed, and hastily decisions may be your downfall. Listen to your intuition and allow Selene's serenity to lead you to higher levels of understanding. She may be present in your dreams, communicating with your powerful unconscious mind. In a relationship, things may look happy to the outside world, but Selene's moonlight will highlight the imperfections. This is an opportunity to grow, as Selene herself did. Try to open up stronger communications to make sure no information has been missed and that the nuance and the intentions are understood. So if you are single, be wary of potential deceit or misunderstandings with others or with yourself. So beware of half-truths. And like I said, just try to make sure you understand the full thing of everything that's going on in whatever situation you're dealing with right now, I would say. Which makes sense, because now we're going to talk about the chaos card. So that was your past, and right now it says there's chaos. So let's see what chaos says about it. That is the Ace of Swords. So we're going to go to the Ace of Swords. All right, Ace of Swords. So chaos is ever present, everywhere and nowhere all at once. So some light has leaked through the void, bringing with it a wave of new energy and understanding. You may be experiencing a realization or seeing the world with clear eyes as a full place of intellectual potential and opportunities to cultivate. Your current clarity and thought puts you in good stead to seek truth and see through deceptions. With such power in your life, it is important to act responsibly, taking your next steps in service to others as a partial antidote to the chaotic corruption of power. So it sounds like there's a lot of half-truths and deceptions going on, but you're starting to see through that, so that's a good thing. All right, so the future is the King of Wands, Cronus. So you got Cronus, the King of Wands. So let's see what that has to say. And again, this is just my interpretation. So if you are watching this and you have another thing that pops in your head that makes sense to you, then definitely go with what you feel, because I only know what the cards tell me. So we got Cronus, the King of Wands. So this is, again, what I call the future card. So Cronus in your reading represents pure energy in the masculine form. It's a chance to channel this in the ultimate balance of energies. You may be stepping into a role as a leader and find that people are gravitating towards you naturally. So as the King of Titans, Cronus understood delegation. You may feel yourself being in charge of a large vision with the people around you doing the work. Take heed from Cronus's final fate. You may hold the power at the moment, but if it is abused or coveted, there will be a consequence, is what that says. So contemplate the reading when you go back and watch this again. And then finally, the Fool has shown up again. So let's see what the Fool is one more time. So the Fool says, you have reached the beginning of your journey, and Pan's spirit burns within you. So there's an opportunity and potential ahead of the journey, and you are about to take your first steps into the unknown. In this new adventure, there's a calling to channel Pan's free-spirited nature and leave behind any fear, regret, or anxiety. So there is a leap of faith to be taken, but you are ready to step to it and off the base of the earth and fly with the wild music. Release your inner child and the changing joys of Pan. Step into the unknown with a lively greeting for all the opportunities that await you. So this card in your reading could represent new relationships or the opportunity to explore fresh experiences. Changes in your career or life path may appear like openings in a forest, and this is a perfect time to dance to Pan's music along with new path. So if others think you are wild for dancing, treat them with love and compassion, for they are simply not able to hear the music. So that is your reading, my friend. All right. Okay, we still got a few more. All right, so we got one more, plus I'll do a couple of bonus ones for certain people. All right, so the next one says, I am a Gaulish polytheist, and I feel called to Heracles. So if you have the time and the energy, I'd like to ask you for a reading, asking for any guidance that he would like me to know. Ellen blesses you, Heracles. Great guardian, great hero. Ellen blesses you. May we understand the advice you would like to give us. Helen blesses you, great God. Great hero that we all know, the eternal hero, the son of Zeus. Helen blesses you, Heracles, the God of strength. It's this one. I was like, is that one right there? Okay. So, advice from Heracles. So let's see what this is. All right. So, advice from Heracles. You have Heracles. There he is. So he hears you and he is with you, my friend. So Heracles has shown up in your reading. And that's not to say that if the god or goddess you've called on or asked about, if they didn't show up, that doesn't mean that they're not with you. I'm just saying he's just there. So you got Heracles, which is the Knight of Wands. You got Athena. You got another strong card. That's Judgment. So you got Heracles and Athena. I like it. All right. Then you have the Gentle Goddess. So little opposite of what we were going with so far. So you got Estia. And then overall you have Hesperus, the Seven of Cups. So interesting. I'm excited to see what this has to say. So any advice from Heracles is the question. So we'll ask Heracles first. So what is the Knight of Wands? So let me get this in here so you guys can see it a little better. So the Knight of Wands is Heracles. So what does he say? When the bold, adventurous, and strong Heracles turns up in your hand, it is no wonder you are filled with a confidence and desire for adventure. You know that growth and expansion wait on the other side, and it's time to take a calculated risk to complete new goals. So this card indicates a good time to travel and full health. There may be a warning about haste, so it's important to take things at a pace by which you are able to think things through and achieve your goals without injury or complications. So it sounds like you got an exciting life about to happen or has happened recently in your past. So now we got Athena. That is your present. That's the Judgment card. So let's see what Athena has to say. All right. Seek Athena's counsel if you reach a significant point in your life where you must step back and evaluate yourself. You have entered a time of awakening, when issues you have previously ignored may now be seen as clear. When you take on Athena's wisdom and reason, you can achieve a level of composure and clarity that will help you assess yourself and your choices to ensure positive outcomes. A big decision may have arrived in your life, and it is of great importance to have acted honorably and truthfully for the resolved outcome. If you have acted in bad faith, it is time to clear your conscience and atone for your misdeeds, releasing guilt or sadness. As you reach this crossroad in your journey, you may find comfort in sharing struggles with others, so support each other and rise together. Within relationships, you may find yourself being the one doing the judging. It's important to forgive past mistakes and talk through feelings without appointing or apportioning, what does it say? Apportioning blame to find a solution to move forward. All right. All right, the Nicaea. So Hestia is the Four of Wands. And this is in the future position. So Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and family, has come at a time for the sharing of connection and celebration with those you love most. This could be with or without a special occasion. It is merely a reminder to spend quality time with friends and family. It's important to take the time to show those around you that what they mean to you, and let yourself recognize feelings of support and happiness when they surround you. Hestia could be indicating there is unexpected celebrations coming in the future, such as a completion of an important milestone or the creation of something new. So you got something fun coming in the future, it sounds like, in keeping your family close to you and with you. All right, and the overall theme was the Seven of Cups. That is Hesperus. So we'll see what he has to say. Seven of Cups. So the evening star of Venus and its god Hesperus are bright among the darkness, shining out from the many stars and the pathways ahead of you. You are currently searching in the night sky for purpose and dreaming of bigger and better things. Hesperus is here, though, to try to give you his guiding presence in the sky. So you must ensure that you are remaining realistic in your dreams and facing the realities of your current situation and not becoming overwhelmed by the many opportunities in front of you, which may be as numerous and never-ending as the many stars in the sky above you. Make the best possible choices by separating fantasy from reality. From Hesperus. All right, so those are the four main ones I had. So I'm going to do we'll do two more, because there was someone on Discord, Ruby, asked for a reading. I know she is close with Aphrodite, so we will ask Ruby, from Goddess Aphrodite, if there is something for her to know, some just a general advice. So hail and blessings to you, Goddess Aphrodite, great goddess of life again. We thank you, great goddess of love, that you are always with us. You hear us, you care about us, and our living and continual generations are proof that life is yours and that you care about us since we are still here. All right. Hail and blessings, you great goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Hail and blessings to you for whatever advice to give to Ruby, who you know so well. Blessings to you, great goddess. Okay. All right. This has been a lot of fun. I like doing tarot readings. So, let's see who you have. You have... Woo! I almost jumped out of my hand. So, Ruby, look who you got. You got Aphrodite. So, she hears you, my friend. Aphrodite is with you. I know you love Aphrodite, and there she is. Oh, oh boy. I think about my friend. With this card, the devil, 80s. My other friend, Aphrodite Child, that everyone watching this knows so well. She is not a fan of the devil card, so I think about her every time I see that. So she will like this though. So Ruby, next in your future, you got Psyche. And again, we have Ananke showing up. So Ananke has been showing up in almost every video that my tarot readings, which is interesting. So this is the general message for everyone, I think. So this is a card that's constantly coming up. So Ruby, Aphrodite. So what does Aphrodite say? Whoops. All right, the Lover's card. So the goddess of love, Aphrodite, has come into your life to bring open communication and raw honesty, as well as a level of vulnerability. Her presence provides a pathway for you to open up your heart to your closest loved ones and share your truest feelings in a mutual and powerful way, strengthening your bonds. While this card traditionally signifies a beautiful, shining connection, it can also represent a close friend or family relationship. Ways to empower each other with engendered confidence and strength. Aphrodite also represents choice, as the strongest bond occurs when you remember to choose to love and from the way in which you cultivate it. So, another choice you make between opposing ideas or finding ways to bring them together to create something that is whole. Discovering a balance between advantage and disadvantage, and accepting duality to build unity from which love flows. Now is the time to choose love, both for others and yourself. All right. So you got, don't be afraid of this. It is the Devil card. That is 80s, which is a controversial pick, I know, for most people. So let's see what the Devil card says. So 80s, the god of the dead, highlights your shadow self and negative forces that have been playing in your life. You're being held back from displaying your best self and are being ruled by your darker side and tricked into thinking you have no control over it. Both the wicked and the kind lived in the underworld ruled by Hades. Judgment is fair and just. The card is an opportunity to loosen the grip of negative patterns that have been ruling your life and seek a way back to your highest self. This may take time, so let 80s' high iron fist of immovability be the anchor you place back to and move once again into the light. So, this card can represent sexuality and your wild side, and with lust and temptation at the forefront of your desire for gratification. Take a moment to make sure you are opening up strong communications. Hades' treatment of his wife to be a Persephone as a lesson to learn from. All right, interesting. And then the Queen of Wands is Psyche. So you got Psyche. So let's see what she has to say. So, though in initial appearances, Psyche has been just a beautiful mortal woman, her grit, passion, and focus were all revealed when she set out to accomplish all the trials that Aphrodite threw at her. She is here to remind you that you are too courageous, determined, and able to follow through with your visions, even in the face of adversity and challenge. Be bold in your undertakings and let yourself shine brightly. You may accomplish a significant amount in a short time. As a mortal who managed to capture the heart of the god of love, Psyche is also here to celebrate your independence, self-assured, and optimistic sides, bringing you a confidence and charisma that you may ultimately draw people to you who resonate with your higher self. And then Ananke. Let's see what she has to say again. So the goddess of inevitability and necessity, Anaki's presence tells of the march of time in the future. Look ahead and see that at the horizon and the paths that lead to it and beyond. So her presence will broaden your vision so you understand the various points of no return and consequently help you take the steps to avoid fruitless pursuits. Her presence may also indicate travel to foreign lands and concepts. Some situations are unavoidable, so consider preparing for them ahead of time. Serene searching will set up a soul that can synergize with success. I remember that because I've been reading that every reading. So there you go. And there you go. Aphrodite showed up in your reading, Ruby. How cool is that? All right. Last but not least, I'll do this as a freebie for my best friend, old Aphrodite Child. So we'll do one for Aphrodite Child just to see what the cards say for her. So blessings to you, great goddess Aphrodite. Helen blesses you once more. And we thank you, great goddess, that you speak so sweet words and that give life. Life to the soul and heart. Your words set the soul on fire. And Helen blesses you, and may you give the right advice to my friend Aphrodite Child. As you and your son Eros watch her, and you know her so well. So what advice would you give? Hello. Apparently a lot of advice. Just about all wanted to spell out. How you like that? 1, 2. Laughter, love, and goddess, we thank you. Blessings to you, great goddess. All right, 3. For my friend that's brought so much fun to my life, I'm going to give you a free reading. So let's see who we got today. So, got Nemesis, the Two of Swords. In the past. Apollon. In the present. Calliope. The Muse. Interesting. And finally, okay, again, Ananke, which is a positive card. I like it. Like I said, it's so strange that this card has been showing up in just about every reading. If you go back and watch these readings I've been doing. Very interesting. So, Two of Swords. So that's not a bad thing. I like it. As we heard in the last for Ruby, Ananke is a good card. So let's see what it says about the Two of Swords, which is Nemesis. All right, so your past. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. I think that's it is the last one. Two of Swords. So what is Nemesis? So let's hold that up so we can see a little better. Nemesis, a divine seeker of balance, may be in your life to assist you with a hard decision. You could be at an intersection of some kind and lacking the information you need to make decisions both equally good and bad. Let Nemesis remove the blindfold from your eyes so the path forward becomes clear. She has a deep understanding of balance and justice, so she may be able to help you find what tips the scale towards one choice or the other. Until you move past this stalemate, there can be no progress. So again, this was the past card. So there's something in your past that you had to really think about and make a choice on somewhere in your past. Okay. All right, so we got Apollo, the Chariot is the present card. So Apollon. So what does the Chariot have to say? So like Apollo's own chariot ridden across the sky, the Chariot is a card of movement and direction. So make sure you pay special attention to the road ahead, for your path may not be without challenges. With ironclad focus and confidence in your abilities, you'll pass the obstacles ahead. with the movement of Apollo's chariot across the world. This card can also represent your own travel both in physical and spiritual worlds. Apollo's strength, when channeled, can broaden your horizons if you have enough focus and ambition to take control of the reins and move. He is the god of competition and success, which can bring out a more forceful part of your personality that is a natural part of human nature. This can be used to take charge of your situation, although importantly, it must be reined in so to hinder your path forward. So, there you go. So what's the future? That's curious too. So the future is 7 of coins. So the 7 of coins, Calliope, the muse. So let's see what the 7 of coins says. As with great poets, writers, artisans, efforts and investments are needed to create great works. Calliope was a goddess who spurred people on to great heights by endowing them with the spirit to create. She can assist you by bringing your inspiration to keep up the effort needed to generate great things. Take a step back from the smaller details and see what you can devise from the bigger picture. It is crucial to make sure that you have the patience to finish what you started. You may have a fear of failure. However, Calliope is here to ease those fears and remind you that you can always learn from mistakes, that greatness takes time and the fear is human. To perceive in the face of fear is to transcend human limitation and strive towards the divine. And then this is about the roads of the future. So let's see what Ananke says for you one more time. 3 of Wands, we'll see Ananke. So, this is the goddess again of inevitability and necessity. Ananke's presence tells of the march of time to the future. Look ahead and see the horizon and the paths that lead to it and beyond. So her presence will broaden your vision so that you understand the various points of no return and consequently help you take the steps to avoid fruitless pursuits. So her presence also may indicate travel, foreign lands, and concepts, so not necessarily literal travel. Some situations are unavoidable, so consider preparing for them ahead of time. Serene searching will set up a soul, my favorite sentence, that can synergize with success. So yeah, so there we go. That is the advice for you. Alrighty, guys, so that was fun. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Here I am, hey. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, last minute planning. I thought, hey, I'm by myself. Poor me on a holiday alone. Why not do something? So I did the tarot reading and it was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys found something useful of it. And I will see you later. Bye.